Who wins on July 4th.
Yeah, great. We are here with Nathan the entire show, and I have to introduce our second guest here on the show. I don't know a lot about him other than his name, but I can say his name if that would help.
I can say my own name if you want me to say my own name, pal. I mean, it's whatever you want me to do.
I'll say your name. How's it?
All right.
Yeah, okay. It's Brad Hammerstone.
How's it going?
It's good. This is Nathan.
Pleasure to meet you, Nate, Scotty. Nice to see you guys here. My name's Brad Hammerstone.
By the way, it's Nathan. I did you say Nate or
did I say? I mean, you.
I don't want to get into it again. I do prefer Nathan, but it's not a big deal. It's fine if you. Either way.
Here's the thing with me. I mean, we can do the thing you want to do, but I'm coming on the show to try and help guys like you a little bit. And
guys
one
like me?
thing that guys like you, guys like him. Here's my question, okay?
Okay.
What's happened to real men? Where have the real men gone?
Okay, that's a question that kind of comes up a lot these days. Well, ever since Alan Alda and MASH came along, it's like, hey, okay, I get it that maybe we should cry once in a while, but
everybody, he was a doctor in that show, right?
Yeah.
So then, ever since then, everybody wants to be, I'm nerd, I'm geek, and everything is nerd and geek, right? And no more real men anymore.
Well, it was more like he was sensitive. I don't know that.
No, I remember MASH, and he had the pens in his pockets for making his medical notes and the thick glasses. And
I don't know that you'd characterize Alan Alda as a nerd. I mean, more that he was a sensitive, like bleeding heart type.
This sort of squabbling over trivia, that's geek. Okay, this is another thing.
All right.
So that's why I'm here today.
When you're wrong,
for you guys and also for your podcast listeners, I'm taking everybody to graduate school today. Okay?
Okay, so June is more for dads, grads, and brads.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I like that. Nathan, what do you think?
I like the three-way rhyme.
Yeah.
Nathan,
I don't know. In your show, you go to businesses and you tell them how to improve. How's he doing so far? How's Brad doing?
I mean, I don't know.
I've done almost nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I give him a chance to do a bit more. I don't know about the...
Here's the thing I have to do first here. I'll start with you, Scotty. I got to just check the damage. You married?
I am married, yes.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Dead man walking over here then. Because here's my problem with married guys. You got your wife leading you around on a leash, right? On a Saturday, how many times have you had to go, sconce shopping for a new sconce for the mudroom?
You have a mudroom?
I got a mudroom at my place, yeah.
Where you wipe off mud off your shoes, really?
Sometimes I don't.
Well,
you march right in.
If you have one, you should use it, don't you think? I mean, a lot of us don't have the luxury of having a mudroom.
Here's the thing: I didn't want it. I said I don't want this. I want to track mud all throughout the house, but it was already there, and it's the only way to get into my house.
Okay.
So I'm reluctantly going through that mudroom.
Are you married?
What? No way, man.
Oh,
because here's the thing: when Saturday rolls around, I worked all week. So on Saturday, I want to hang out with my boys. You know what I mean? Me and the boys get in the pool, float around, and just chill. And I'm not even going to get out of the water unless if I want to just, mow down on some pieces of bread or something. That's going to be it.
Pieces of bread?
Or whatever's around.
Who does your shopping? I mean, why are you just eating whatever's around? It seems like you would do your shopping.
I'll get one of the guys, whatever. I'm not worried about shopping. I'm going to find food. It's not going to be a big deal.
So you hunt?
I do not hunt.
What do you mean by find food?
I mean, I'm hanging out with my guys. We get hungry, and then we just look around and eat whatever's around. And a lot of times, we get out of the pool. There's bread around. We'll eat the bread. Just mow down on some bread.
Where does
you guys don't eat bread? You guys are gluten-free?
No, I mean, we eat bread, but it
sounds like you have this kind of antagonistic viewpoint, and you're putting ideas onto us that we've never said.
Yeah,
well,
I don't consider myself a nerd.
I come in strong, but it's just there's no. Nate, you got a TV show on now?
Yes, yeah.
Do me a favor. Don't let them put you in a pair of skinny jeans. It's what everybody's wearing now are these skinny jeans.
Okay. Well, I don't wear those.
You're a man, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't wear them, and I bet you prefer what I prefer, what real men prefer, no pants on at all. That's how I like to do it. I wear no pants. I put on maybe a sailor suit, maybe a cap, and that's it. I'm letting the rest of it hang out.
I want to go to these
Like
pool
a real
parties
man.
where you're like tracking in mud, putting on a sailor suit, and then going into the pool in your sailor suit with mud.
Come on over.
Okay, I was being a little facetious when I said that. I don't actually want an invite.
Do all your friends dress that way?
Yeah, all of us. Some of the guys won't even put on a sailor suit, but none of them are wearing pants, man.
All right.
Especially not skinny jeans.
And you consider yourself
A real man.
the most manly?
I mean, I'm a pretty manly. I mean, there are some guys that are manlier than me, I guess.
What do
but I'm a
those
pretty
guys
manly
do?
Guy. I mean, a real manly guy. I mean, here's the thing. I am the kind of guy where I will do a little bit more floating than I should. You know what I mean? I don't work out a lot. A real manly guy will
Wait.
be out there.
How are those two together? You do more floating. You don't. Oh, meaning you're fat.
I mean, I'm spending the majority of my day floating around, whereas I have some buddies that will get out there and just work out. They'll just waddle around the whole pond and just waddle. And, I mean, getting out there, tucking their wings under
Wait.
and just letting their, waddle around hard so that their butt's just jiggling back and forth.
Okay, hold on a minute. When you say that you have buddies coming over, are you talking about ducks?
Ducks? Talking about real men, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, are you talking about like male ducks
you know what?
coming
This-
over and swimming in your pool?
No,
and
no,
eating
man.
bread?
This is the thing. I don't know what's going on with if it's all the think pieces and the hashtags or what. But this happens to me all the time. They're not ducks. I'm not a duck.
Is this why you're putting on a sailor suit because you want to look like Donald Duck?
Donald Duck, that's a funny animal cartoon?
I find it hard to believe you don't know what Donald Duck is.
I'm a man, okay? I'm not in front of a TV set watching funny animal cartoons.
What are you watching?
I'm not watching anything. I'm outside doing what real men do.
Floating around your pool.
Floating around my pool, eating bread, and then trying to get my long, thin, corkscrew-shaped dick wet. Real men.
What?
I like to go out. You know what I'm talking about. I go out cloaca hunting.
Cloaca hunting?
Yeah, man.
Nathan, have you heard of this?
Wait a sec. Your long, thin corkscrew dick?
Oh, that's four more
Yeah.
words.
Long, thin.
Corkscrew, I think, would count as two.
No,
Or-
that's one word, actually.
No, corkscrew is second words.
Well, cork and corkscrew and screw, that's three words. I'm going to count all of those.
Why is it shaped like that?
It's just what my daddy and mama gave me. I don't like to actually include my mama in that because that's weird, but they did both give it to me.
I mean,
all of us, everybody with a penis, you got it from
They both colluded,
from
yeah.
your dad and your mama.
Yeah, technically. I don't think that people got their penis. Like, I don't think when your dad has sex with your mom, I don't think his semen contributes to the shape of your penis. I think it's just, it's a combination of your mom and your dad, how your penis comes out. But that said, yours sounds weird.
I disagree. I think there's probably some part of DNA from just one or the other that are gonna. You think it's always a collabo?
It's a combination between your father's penis size and your mother's breast size.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I mean, again, I'm not geek. I don't know any kind of like.
If your father has a large penis, but your mom is flat as a board, then you're going to have a medium-sized penis.
Medium-sized, yeah.
But if your mom's got them big titties, and your dad, he's a little on the short side, again, medium
It'll
penis.
even out.
I would
Yes.
think that everyone would have a medium penis then. But I guess that's what medium means. Average.
Well, yeah. I mean, not if it's your dad is very large and your mom has a big chest.
Man, I'd love to see the product of... That sounds like something out of the Playboy Mansion.
I'd love to see that couple making the product. Oh, never mind.
Nathan, that's kind of out of character for
Yeah,
you.
it's a little bit much.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm just feeling all this
All this energy, this real man stuff.
man talk is
Yeah.
me.
You guys like this, right? Probably going to leave here, not even use your GPS. Use a GPS to get over here. Use an app.
I didn't actually. No.
Good for you, man. What is up with this stuff?
I mean, they help people.
Is this another Gwyneth Paltrow thing? GPS and apps?
GPS Gwyneth Paltrow system?
I don't use that stuff. If I'm going to get somewhere, I know I'm going to get there because my mom is up front and my brothers and sisters are right behind her in a single file line. I'm the littlest one.
Okay.
And that's how a real man gets from point A to point B.
You're not.
I don't even use a map.
Yeah, you don't sound like a real man to me. You sound like a guy with a duck fetish. Or who has a duck's brain.
What is with this duck? I don't know if this is feminism or what, man. I have nothing to do with ducks.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And this is just totally just no BS, you and me.
Okay.
Were you ever the product of some sort of experiment in a lab where some sort of Dr. Frankenstein-style scientist took a duck and then swapped brains with a human being?
I don't I mean, I've been to a fair number of labs.
Okay.
Because they're filled with geeks and nerds that I'm trying to help.
Okay.
I have not met a Frankenstein or any Dr. Frankensteins or anybody like that. I mean...
So it's not necessarily the name, but you know what a Dr. Frankenstein type would be.
I can tell you for sure this isn't what happened because my memories are chilling with my buddies, eating bread, having sex with female ducks.
Okay, so wait, you have had sex with ducks?
Yeah, I've had sex with ducks. I'm a man.
Okay.
I'm a real man. My earliest memory is realizing that I was wearing an amulet and looking at another guy and he's wearing an amulet.
Okay, so this was not a product of science. This was magic?
You call it what you call it, man. I don't know.
All right.
I'm from Milwaukee.
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with it. Are there a lot of ducks in Milwaukee?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Look, we have to take a break. Brad, when we come back, can you stick around? I'd love to hear more about you.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Nathan, how you doing?
Yeah, same.
What do you think of Brad over here?
I mean, it seems like this, the man angle seems like something.
If it looks like a duck and talks like a duck, it might be Brad over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he is a duck, if that's what you're saying, but...
Not a duck, guys.
Some dry humor. All right, when we come back, we'll have more Comedy Bang Bang and another guest people are really going to be excited about after this. Come on back with you, Comedy Bang Bang. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. We have Nathan Fielder of Nathan For You coming out this Tuesday, 10:30. 8 episodes this season.
You know it.
Is that the slogan?
Can be. Well,
Nathan For You. You know it.
You know it. I like that, actually.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has someone ever offered to come into your show and offered to fix it the way that you fix businesses?
I would love that. I would love, yeah.
Yeah. Has the network offered to do that? Meaning giving you notes?
They don't. No, they don't do too much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they do a lot as a network. I mean, they air a lot of shows and make
24 hours a day, as far as I'm concerned.
They're fairly generous, or they're fairly hands off. Mm-hmm. I would say.
Are you pretty safe over there?
But like from danger?
Like, do you ever have a fox come in to where you're at?
No, I don't know if I have foxes. You mean at my house or
at your house or
no?
Where you're doing your TV show?
No.
You don't seem confident. I would check.
Yeah, I would check.
They'll slink around.
Yeah.
No, I am confident. I was just trying to figure out why where that question was coming from.
Nathan, if you recall the last segment. But by the way, Brad, don't listen to this. But this is a guy who swapped brains with a duck, or swapped bodies with a magical amulet. So he's very concerned with ducks. Yeah. No. Well, I'll look into it, and if there are foxes, would you like to know?
I mean, I would definitely like to know.
Okay, and I will definitely let you know then.
All right, sounds like we've hammered out a deal here. Speaking of hammers, Brad Hammerstone is here. Does Scott have your what? Email, or do you have an email?
Nah, man, I'm a real man. I don't get the thing with email. When I need to, I mean, it's so easy to just
say quack, and
You're learning. You're learning. I make a call or something, you know. And then
mating call. I don't.
That was very dismissive.
Look. I don't need to be dismissive of your point of view. Look. You're my honored guest. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all right, man. I don't want to change if you don't want to change.
All right. Well, we do have speaking of honored guests, we have another one, and this is in the news recently, and we have to. The minute this story broke, I called him up and I said, "We got to talk about this on this program." Nathan, you must be very excited about this because he's an international businessman, and he's been in the news recently, just like you're a newsmaker, and this guy's a newsmaker. So this will be interesting. You have some common ground over here, so that'll be great for this interview, right?
I don't consider us similar in that regard.
Well, you've made headlines, so
it's great to meet you.
Dov Charney of American Apparel is here.
I'm just been massaging myself here. You first of all, you don't need to say American Apparel ever again.
Really, I'm sorry.
But more importantly, first of all, I want to thank you, Scott, because you did. You called me. You reached out with so many other people. As soon as I get one bad headline, they dump me on the side of the road with just a condom, and they just abandon me like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. No, you
called me, and I will never forget that.
Thank you so much.
You'll have to send me your number again because I deleted it.
You've always been a good friend to the show, and
it's not just the show. If you go through my real life friends, everybody says I'm a good friend to everybody who's ever known me in any social capacity. You know this.
Yeah.
So you don't have a financial stake in trying to take over my company.
I do or I don't?
No, you don't. You don't. I said it fast, but you don't have that. You don't have a stake. You're not going to try to steal my money from me.
And I don't mean to say American Apparel, but it's just to contextualize you because you were recently fired from the company that you started, American Apparel.
You're already buying into the propaganda, and believe me, Scott, you're a friend of mine. You know what I mean? You're someone I trust. We've slept in the same bed. You're a friend of mine.
Oh, friend of mine. Oh.
We've slept in the same bed together. We've done ecstasy all night. We go way back, Coachella.
I think you are getting me mixed up with someone else.
What I'm saying is you're buying into this propaganda that's coming straight from, this American Apparel board of directors down in downtown LA.
All right, well, tell us the real story.
Bunch
what
of
happened?
Dipshits. Look, I'm angry that they get a board of directors together. At my invitation, I say, hey, come direct this board. I'm too busy. You get busy running a company, bring some people in, make a few dishes, and, stamp a check here and there or whatever the fuck they're supposed to do instead of take my fucking company away. Mm-hmm. What happens is they start pushing me out. Why? Because I'm getting laid. Because I get pussy. Because I pull dick whenever I want it. You know what I'm saying? I have that power. If you're just some schlub, if you're just representing some investors from fucking Kansas, you're not going to get laid the same way I am. So there was a jealousy factor. That's definitely part of it. And then there was a number of unsubstantiated allegations regarding sexual conduct that came in about once a month. Not a single one of them was true. And we proved this over and over and over and over and over again just last year and every year before that. But there's absolutely no connection. They're all specious allegations, but that never registered. Board of directors said, no, we're tired of it. What they want is the money. They want the revenue stream. They want the retail stores. They want the brand. Most of all, they stole my fucking brand.
Okay, all right, calm down.
You know what? And I really want to thank you for giving this platform for just to clear the name.
For you.
I mean, comedy, bang has mean so much to me over the years.
Really, you've only been on once or twice. But we're here with Nathan Fielder, by the way, who has a TV show where he goes from business to business and he gives them ideas of how to improve upon their businesses.
I know. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen the show?
I've seen the show. Yeah.
Wow.
I like to put on the Comedy Channel. Just in the background when I'm sewing or when I'm berating somebody on the phone or if I got a couple people in my bed or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So yeah, I usually don't have the sound up, but I definitely am seeing it. When I'm going through my day. Waking up, morning wood, going through afternoon wood, when you get your 3 o'clock wood. I just see it's there. Mm-hmm. I may have had it on pause for a few days at a time.
Yeah. Anyway, but Nathan, you
cool. Thank you.
You're Canadian, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck this country, right? Fuck America. American Apparel down the toilet. Canada all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's right.
No,
They just
Total
high
agreement.
five. Let the listener know they just high
well,
five.
no, it
Nathan
seems like
Fielder,
maybe
Dov Charney, same page. Fuck the United States of America in its ass throat.
It seems like maybe the
just
first
wanna-
high five you've ever given.
No, I was just putting up my hand, half to block.
Passively, but he didn't say no. Let the record state he didn't say no, so that was not a violation of person.
No, you didn't violate me. I should say I don't agree necessarily on the
Look, you don't have to agree with
America view. They've given. I love Americans, and they've actually
Look,
given me
so
a lot
you're
of money.
moderate and I'm moderate. We may disagree on 50% of everything, whatever. But this country, we both agree, you come here and give them everything, and they're just going to spit in your face. They're going to throw your comeback at you, and they're going to ship you out of the country with no fucking money.
Are you being shipped out of the country?
Look, I've evaded. They've been sending people around trying to find me or whatever.
Really?
Look, maybe, when's this coming out?
Well, Monday.
Monday? All right. Well, okay, I got some time. They're not going to know I was here. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was sorry to hear about your troubles.
You have no idea. You know what? You know what fucking happened? I went to the ATM. My credit card didn't work.
Really?
I went to brunch. My bank cards had been pulled. That was all American Apparel shit.
Brad, what do you think of this?
I mean, I feel like very scared right now
Yeah.
because I can tell that he's angry about something. And
Do you think doves are natural predators of ducks?
again, with the duck stuff, man, I mean,
That's your one characteristic.
I guess I can't think straight because he's making a lot of noise, and I'm surprised that I didn't just
Yeah, you've been
flap
walking.
my wings
You've
and
been walking
fly away because that was my first instinct.
Brad, I think you make a lot of sense here.
Thank you.
I think guys like you and me are on the
Thank
same
you.
page. We're real fucking men. We're
Yeah.
men of the world.
Right.
There's rules that maybe you're bent now and then.
Uh-huh.
But, you bend your rule. You get what you want. You dip in your pond. You get your shit.
You do what you have to do to survive and pass your genetic material.
I don't
on.
have a problem. I don't have a problem living like a fucking duck. I ride around in a motorcycle with a sidecar like Darkwing Duck, and I have a life-size Launchpad McQuack stand-in that sits in the sidecar of my fucking motorcycle. That's how I get around. That's the one thing I still have the keys to from the fucking company is my Darkwing Duck motorcycle.
That Darkwing Duck is the only sort of geek scientist that I consider to be a real man.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do it 24/7. Sometimes he puts on a cape and a mask and a fedora, and he goes out and acts like a real man.
Well, we all do. We all have an alter ego that we go out and fight crime with.
Wait, you have an alter ego you fight crime
Look,
with?
I don't think this is something. I think someone who's sexually active is going to have an alter ego out there, nightlife. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking
Wait,
about?
are you talking about just going to clubs and dressing up?
Oh, well, I mean, what I'm talking about is fighting crime, or maybe fighting the social crime of being a prude. And maybe that's what I'm fighting against most.
But Nathan, what I want to get at is like you go to businesses and you tell them how to improve. What did Dov do wrong here?
Oh, whoa. It's on me. Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm asking-
Are you with him, Nathan?
Yeah, who are you with?
With in what way?
You with me or you with him?
I mean, I'm not with anyone.
If you're not with us, you're against
Okay,
us.
and that's
No,
fine.
I parked here and then I came up here. I came alone, and
You don't have to, by the way.
to be honest, I don't know too much about. I've seen the headlines that you did get fired.
Yeah. Sure.
See, Dov, this is a guy
Did you
who makes
expose-
headlines, so he pays attention to them.
Well,
Look who hasn't made headlines. When I came
most
up
people.
when I came up with a unicolor
Oh, wait,
splash
now you're
sash-
bragging about making headlines?
Yeah, whoa.
no.
You're saying you're a cut above.
I'm just
No, we're
saying-
Canadians. We're
Most people
newsmakers,
don't make
Scott.
headlines.
I've made a headline before.
What headline did you make?
My buddies and I are hanging out in New York, and we decide to fly up, and there's an airplane.
Wait a minute, is that you?
That was me.
Oh my gosh.
Plane landed safely.
Yeah, no, we heard all about it.
By the way,
Yeah.
Captain Sully Sullenberger clothed head to toe in American Apparel clothing.
Really?
Yep, and you can thank me for that because I knew something would happen. I shipped him that box ahead of time.
Interesting. But Nathan, what I'm asking is, what did Dov do wrong? Where did he go wrong?
Again,
I mean, from what-
He got a lot of headlines for the company over the years.
okay, so
I
from
object
what-
to the narrative, but answer the question.
Well,
Fuckface.
from the surface, it looks like you showed your penis to women.
What do you mean surface? That's at least several layers. That's 2 layers under the surface. What are you talking about? I've got sweatpants on and I've got sweatpant boxers on.
No, I mean on the surface of like what the problem might be. That's what it looked like.
Are you
to me.
sexually? Have you ever had sex with a woman, Nathan?
Yeah, I have.
Ooh, this is a good question.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So and has your penis been involved? Have you ever shown your penis to a woman?
I've shown it to the woman in the context.
When you have sex with a woman, Nathan, do you show her your penis, or you just kind of take it out and stick it in, or is there like a show aspect to it?
I think
that's just disgusting. Just a beer drinking truck stop. Just pull it out and stick it in. Come on, you got to do a dance. I'm a peacock.
Do you show it to women?
I mean, I guess I would. You probably kiss a bit first, and then you would. I don't know if I formally show it, but there's
Is there any kind of inspection going on?
You've got your original run Polaroid S series.
There's usually an understanding that we're both going to take off our pants. And
So you're
underwear.
individually taking off your stuff. So she's not taking yours off, you're not taking hers off. It's just kind of an individual game at this point.
Right, and then Frederica comes in on roller skates, and guess what? She's naked from head to toe, making everybody feel like they can jump in. This is just normal part of being a man.
Right, but I think the difference is, I guess, is that I don't show. It seems like around the office you might be showing your penis to women, and that's not something I do, or that might be where your trouble is started.
Okay, so we're in agreement there. I think we're on the same page where that comes. And maybe that's just a Canadian versus American thing. I don't know. But I think we're obviously sexually active people, and we understand that if you're in a business that's sex, and that's what clothing is, that's what fashion is, that has to be something that you're selling all the time. It has to be sex. That's my brand. That's what I'm doing. If I'm answering the phone, talking to some dumbass in Tokyo, guess what? I have somebody's licking my butt. That's how I take that phone call.
Oh my gosh. What do you think of the way Brad's dressed? Because Brad came in here in the sailor suit. He's since taken off his shorts, his little white shorts.
I think that's a good start. You know what?
And he literally is showing his penis, the corkscrew shaped, and it is shaped like a corkscrew.
It's just always out there. So this is not
That's
what
hot,
I do
dude.
before sex.
That's hot. You and Jack.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm just going to join you right now a little bit.
No, please, Dov, don't take off your pants. I mean, it's one thing.
Look, they're not all the way down, all right? I'm just getting myself some access. I'll just
that's
conduct the interview as normal.
You're at the weirdest spot right now where they're
Just under my balls, yeah.
Nathan, please
Right.
don't follow suit, by the way. I know two
No.
of my guests have taken off their pants. This is not what goes down on this show.
You got any tissue? Hold on, give me these tissues.
I'm not. Ugh.
Don't. Why do you need so many tissues?
Look, I got look, I'm a big shooter. What do you want from me?
Please don't shoot any. Ugh.
Look, I'm not turned on. This is just ambient. This is just ambient sexuality. I'm not going for any.
I'm actually uncomfortable with how you're touching yourself.
You know, I'm uncomfortable too. Thanks. I think I'll turn the chair around. Yeah, that's better. No, yeah. Thank you. That was a good suggestion.
No, I just.
So what are your plans for Canada today? I'm going to go back. I got my sidecar. I got my motorcycle. Look, I rescued one truck full of shit from American Apparel. I'm going to go sell it illegally at Niagara Falls, right on the border, both sides. I need somebody to drive the truck for me.
You can't drive the truck because you're in the.
Well, yeah, I got the sidecar and motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's got it.
What do you think, Nathan? I mean, this sounds like a good opportunity for you.
No, it doesn't.
Look, I have a truck full of uncut denim. What's the problem?
Did you steal stuff from the company
It's not
before
theft.
you left?
Nope. They said it was effective at noon tomorrow. Guess what? That's fucking 6 hours, bitch.
Oh, okay.
You only stole one truck?
What do you want? Machine gun my own men like the end of the Christopher Walken James Bond movie? You know what? That's coming up.
You do a kill?
That's what. Yep. I mean, you know what? You're. Maybe I spilled the beans a little bit too much, but something like me machine gunning my own men is about to happen.
By
Watch
the way,
out.
spoilers for A View to a Kill. If you haven't seen it, 1985. My goodness.
That was a fantastic. It was a fantastic picture. I think Christopher Walken was really a role model to a lot of us.
Yeah, that dyed blonde hair.
Yeah, you know, look,
Got Grace Jones.
Look, that was exactly. There was sex. There was interracial sex. There was a sex that said, "Hey, we may be sociopaths, but we could contribute something to society." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're
And
saying.
that was like entrepreneurially and sexually. That was something that got me into business.
Was he one of your
passionately, too.
heroes? What was that
I don't
character's
have
name?
heroes. I am heroes.
Interesting. Well, Nathan, this sounds pretty good to drive that truck all the way up to Niagara Falls. I mean,
It doesn't sound good to me.
I don't know.
Wait, come on. What? Come on. You got to. We got to go Habs. I'll take you to the game. What do you want?
Go Habs?
Yeah. What do you need?
What do you need?
I don't know if the
Go Habs. What do you need?
hockey season isn't on right now.
Yeah. Look, I can get a command performance. What do you want? What do you want? An order from the Queen? Come on.
Well, you can't find anyone else to drive your truck?
You're here right now, man. Look, fate comes at you weird ways like this, man. Look at me. Look in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm getting hard. I know you are too.
I'm not getting hard.
Please stop stroking.
Don't tell me when I'm not getting hard, Scott.
All right. Nathan, you've been presented with a lot of business opportunities the 2 times you've been on this show. I hate to think that you're going to pass up this the way you passed up what Jazz had to offer.
How do you think this is a good idea to drive
You
this
have some
truck?
time on your hands. You're done with your season. Just go on up, drive the truck, and go Habs.
I think I know what the problem is here. I think this is your second season of your show, right?
Yeah.
I guess what? I've been in this country for 10 fucking years. I gave them a decade. That's what I gave American Apparel. A fucking decade of my life. You're 1 year in, man. You're 2nd year in, man. You'll see. You'll see what they do to you. You're on the upslope now of the American dream.
That apex you were talking about.
When they realize that a Canadian got to the top of their fucking scam, they take you down and they take everything you made. How would you like to wake up one day and your show is not your show anymore? They got somebody else playing Nathan Fielder. How you feel about that?
They could probably they could probably get another Nathan, not have to change the title. You ever think about that? Like the Nathan's Hot Dogs guy?
Yeah, I mean, I to be honest,
Yeah.
I'd be open to that.
Nathan Lane busting into a door, singing at everybody. How do you like that fucking show? Is that what you want?
I mean, I guess
It's
not.
Nathan for you. How do you like that? Is it one of you
You
want to
do
go
great impressions, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I
that Nathan
I
Lane?
never really do much of it.
By the way, he doesn't have to bust through the door. You know, he could be a ghost or he could be a Kool-Aid man.
I don't feel like I'll get into the same issues as you because I don't have this habit of exposing myself.
It's not a habit. It's just
no
That
offense,
was
but-
entrapment every time. They can get you on something you never fucking done before. You ever
Like-
sign up for an email account?
Yeah.
Bam, open a spam email address. Guess what? You're a rapist.
What is
What?
your email account, by the way? Is it Nathan for Fielder? Nathan for Fielder for you too?
No.
No. I'll get this.
No.
Look,
No.
No.
another
That's another word. Okay, great. All right. Yeah, we're up to. Oh, wow. We're up to 28 at this point.
and we're gonna drop the American Apparel brand. I'm dropping it. It's gonna be Canadian. It's gonna be Canadian Apparel.
Canadian Apparel? That's
Really?
pretty
So
good.
you're starting
And-
up again.
Yeah, and the ads aren't just going to be sexualized, barely legal photographic scenes. They're going to be explicit humiliations of the United States of America in every fucking advertisement.
But it isn't just a conspiracy because women have complained, right?
Yeah, some women have complained, but vast majority of women haven't even met me,
But
let
I don't
alone
think-
complain.
But
What
I
are you
don't
talking-
think they could, I don't think anyone.
Come on, use logic.
concerned
Not
with
every
those-
woman has to complain about you in order for these to stick.
Can I get a majority? Can I get a quorum? Where is the legal process is what I'm wondering.
All right.
How many? Oh, you get a dozen of these. The thing is, I make a career for these people, and they come back. Like, take Natalia for example. So Natalia
who's
was
Natalia?
She was one of my models. We met her in the Reykjavik store. She was shivering, looking for shelter, and I said, "Come on in." I immediately started photographing. 6 weeks later, she appears at The Hague and accuses me of something. I can't go to Europe now. How about that? I gave this woman shelter.
I'm sorry. You can't go to Europe. You can't stay in the USA.
And look, I covered my bases, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, people say, oh, you learn once. They go, oh, I didn't like what happened. You know what? Guess what? For the last 7 years, I've slept in a bed that was made of consent forms, like legal consent forms, so that if you're sleeping on my bed, there's no possible way that consent wasn't had. There's pens, there's literal forms there. Mm-hmm. And still, this is what they do. This is what they do to us. Why? Because we're more polite. Because we're smarter than them. You understand what I'm, Nathan?
Yeah.
We're more polite. We're smarter. Okay, and we understand their system better than they do. And these fat fucking barbecue people in America come after us. And they go, you know what? I'm sick of this. Hey, let's kick the Canadian up. Guess what? I'm leaving. Ayn Rand style. I'm gonna leave this fucking thing and let it fall down. Atlas shrugged, bitch. That's how it goes down with Dov Charney.
Well, you two have a really great point here.
I mean, I wouldn't, Scott, I wouldn't say, just to be clear for the audience, if people are listening, that we don't necessarily agree on all these points.
Exactly. We don't necessarily agree on these points, but we are still together because we form a united front. That's what Canada does.
What I don't understand is why you got right on board with this guy's stuff and you didn't give any of my ideas a chance.
Yeah, why? I mean, Brad over here is knocking himself out. No, you're discounting.
I just
him.
want to be clear in case I'm not on board with Dov's point of view and
But you are
his
on board
ideas.
to drive the truck?
No, I haven't agreed to any of this.
All right,
I don't know if I'm-
now we're at square one. See, the problem is, Scott, you're a friend of mine. I think you're in on the American conspiracy here.
I live in America. I have no plans of leaving. I
so
did
you're
go to
born-
Canada a couple of times.
You were just following orders. I get it. So you're not held responsible. That's what it is.
I don't know. Dov, I feel bad for you. I mean,
Don't feel bad for me. I got my revenge on that fucking company. There's shit that's going to come out. Look, I'm going to fight it every step of the way, every process. I got witnesses that could come in with clothes and without. I'm going to take this all the way to the fucking Supreme Court. I'm gonna bring a box full of fucking originally made American Apparel condoms. I'm gonna throw them at Anthony Scalia. That's the kind of Supreme Court fireworks you're gonna look at when Dov Charney goes to the Supreme Court.
When are you going to do these fireworks? Are you going to do them on July 1st or 4th?
You know what? From now on, it's July 1st. July 4th, I'm just flushing toilets. That's how I celebrate that fucking holiday. But there's other shit that's coming out you don't even know. Get the American Apparel for the last 4 years. Every American, I knew this was going to happen, and so I insured myself. I have an insurance file. Every American Apparel fucking shirt that went out that was a medium or smaller than a medium size is woven from threads that are made from my hardened, stretched out cum strains.
Cum strains?
Sometimes they're dyed, sometimes they're mixed with cotton, but I'm a fucking silkworm, baby, and I've been eating denim, and I've been cumming fucking cotton strings, and I've been sewing t-shirts out of them. That's what I was doing in downtown Los Angeles. So if you want to fucking come at Dov Charney, know this: you're fucking wearing my cum around.
Wait a minute, I'm wearing medium American Apparel t-shirt right now.
How does it feel? It's comfortable, right?
I mean, emphasis on the cum, I think. God. This is, it feels good. Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it's very
it does.
silky.
And it doesn't melt because those are strong strands.
I usually don't think my shirts would melt. I mean, that would be a problem if I was out in the hot sun and they were to melt.
When you tell me not to, pleasure myself here and wherever I am, maybe you should learn that maybe what you're doing is shutting down a silkworm.
Okay, I had no idea. Is this how your company was founded?
It wasn't founded that way. I came upon it. We were looking. We had to keep cutting costs because we were making shit in America, the country that fucking hates me, and I'm giving them jobs and shit. We were doing made in America, environmentally, blah, blah, blah. Everything was fucking good. And then I had to cut costs because everything else is coming from, fucking Indonesia, something where they got to pay people in rabbits.
Right.
And then I got to compete with that, so I had to cut costs. So yeah, I took up the burden. That's what I fucking did. I jacked off my company to the top, and now they're kicking me out. Well, guess what? I'm taking my cum with me. Ingrates.
So that's for real? Part of the shirts are actually made with your sperm?
Just size medium and lower. I never got the volume right for the larger sizes, but we didn't try. That's not the market we're aiming for anyway. Biggies, I don't care about those fat fucks.
Seems to me, though, if you're making enough for several medium shirts, you'd be able to make one large.
No,
I don't know.
You're not looking at the volume.
What percentage of it?
Marginal cost.
Is it like a 50-50 blend?
Microeconomics. Well, yeah, it depends on what kind. If it's a knit, if it's a winter knit, then you're gonna have a little wool stuffed in there. If it's more of a summer thing, it might be 80%, even 100% comes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. What do you think of this, Brad?
And legally, we were never required to report this because that the forums were
No, I don't think the Better Business Bureau has anything about is there any cum in this clothing.
And I don't care. You're going to find out. I'm going to be long gone.
Product.
Yeah, no food. You definitely want to know.
You would have to.
I'm curious to know if I could make anything out of my semen, but I've actually never seen it. Because every time I've ejaculated, it's been directly into a deep, cavernous duck's vagina. So.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't tend to do it for fun,
I've been there, man.
You're a man.
That's
I'm a real man.
That's how I think of. That's how I think of Jacksonville, Florida, man. Duck nights, real crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You ever dress up like a duck, Dove?
Dress up like sure.
Hey, you ever dress up like a dove duck?
Yeah, you ever sweatpants, naked, like a kimono?
Was that a question for me?
You ever put on a kimono and a
not a duck,
hat?
Man. I am a real man.
Let me tell you, look, Brad, let me tell you what it's like to be a fucking duck, okay? I may not quack and I may not have webbed feet, but guess what? I've dived into a fucking money bin full of money.
Okay,
I know what that feels like. That's how
like
rich
Scrooge
I've been.
McDuck?
Yeah,
exactly like Scrooge McDuck.
I don't know.
Look, I was very influenced by the Disney Afternoon.
Yeah. Carl Banks? Or Barks? What is it? Carl Barks or Banks?
Carl Barks was
It's Barks,
the legendary comic book.
It's weird. It's weird that his name is Carl Barks, but he drew ducks. Isn't it? Like, he should draw dogs.
Yeah, what?
Because he barks.
That's a fantastic observation.
Thank you so much. It's going into the act.
I feel like I'm listening to the radio. Oh, PJ Harvey. What was his name?
PJ Harvey?
No, wait. What was his name?
Oh, it was, but it was Harvey. Yeah, it was. I'm. What is it?
He goes, I'm boring.
You know what, Dov? I feel bad for you. I feel like, there's some sort of curse on some of my guests who show up to this show. Like,
I don't think there's a curse on anybody here.
No, I mean, like a lot of my guests have passed away, like Yul Hauser and
you're gonna fucking go. You're gonna fucking go
Philip
there.
Seymour Hoffman.
You're gonna suggest that just because I've been on this show that there's a chance. Is that what you're gonna come after my life? It's
no,
not enough.
I'm just saying that a lot of my guests seem to have cursed things happen to them, and I feel bad for them.
So you think it's just going to be one of these days? I'm just going to be. Guess what? I'm ready for it. Guess what? Fuckface. I don't. You can't come after me. You can't. If you could get rid of me, I got robots. I got robots programmed with my consciousness that all you need is a flip of a switch.
Really? So this is the science I was talking about. Now, you're the product of amulets.
And guess what?
I'm Brad.
Guess what?
Mm-hmm. I've accepted that, and I've been mulling it over this whole time, and that's got to be...
Really? So you've accepted the fact that you've swapped bodies with a human being?
Say this.
That you were a duck that swapped...
I'll say this. There was something magical about that amulet that was put on me.
Sure.
And there was another amulet put on a duck.
Okay.
Okay? But I am a man.
Okay, now you're currently a man, but you started out as a duck.
I've always been a man.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Yeah, I have too. People, they confuse me for whatever. You're a man. You got man needs. You know what I'm saying?
Nathan, did you ever start out as anything else?
You don't wear pants.
Leaf, I was thinking, is another word.
Oh, leaf. Okay, we'll put that on the list.
Nathan, I feel like your problem is
29
that
words.
You've been brainwashed. You've ever seen Manchurian Candidate?
Yeah.
That happens here in this country to Canadians. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't there some sort of controlling device put in the person?
Yeah, like the Queen of Hearts, playing card.
Playing cards. Guess what? Guess what it is for us?
What?
It's underpants. If you see enough underpants, you can deprogram yourself.
So that's why.
Here, hold on. Let me show you my underpants.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see that? You see that undulating pattern?
Yes.
You see that's a woman bent over a box? And there's another, and then next to it's a man bent over a box. Everybody's bent over a fucking box.
Are you trying to say the pattern on your underpants, if you stare at it long enough, you can see a picture inside?
Yeah. You see it's a 3D design. It's a magic eye bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not that good at magic eye. I can't.
I'm trying to Manchurian Candidate you out of your fucking Manchurian Candidate, man.
I don't know if that's the case with me. I don't know about that theory.
All right, Star Spangled Fielder right there. Okay, you got it. Guess what? You win him, but you don't win me. How about that? Congratulations. Yeah. Walk over to the other side.
You consider yourself to be an American now?
No, I mean, I'm not a citizen, no.
You want to be? Do you want to be?
I have a green card, and it's it's kind of the same, except you just can't vote.
Uh-huh. You want to vote, though? That's fun. Do it on a Tuesday? You busy Tuesdays?
My show airs Tuesday, but
still,
yeah.
Mm.
Is all the voting on Tuesdays?
Pretty much. All the stuff that counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
You're going to have to clear your schedule if you want to be an American citizen.
I think what else do you get?
On Tuesdays.
I guess if you're a citizen, you can't be deported.
Well, you can go to jail if you're a citizen. You can go to an American jail.
I think I can, too, if I'm immigrant here.
Yeah, they find a way. If they want to, they find a way to put you in jail. The only reason I've got a way of it is because I have an alter ego that operates at night, and I specialize in escaping from cops.
Right, Brad. You ever been to jail?
Yep.
What happened?
Got caught by a net, and I was brought into a small house, and I was put into a jail cell, one of those round black jail cells filled with hot water and.
Oh, wait a minute! Do you mean a pot?
And
wait, this is not a jail with carrots and potatoes inside. You were put into a pot at one point.
I was being held against my will.
Yeah. How did you get out of jail?
There was another guy, another real man, a little man with whiskers and a long tail. He helped me get out. That was a cool dude.
Look, if I could count on one foot the number of times
Count
that I've
on
been
your
saved-
hands, please. Stop. Don't take off your shoes to count on your feet,
Look,
please.
these are slip off. Hold on, you look at these. These are slip off unboots. Do you know what that means?
No.
They look like fucking cowboy boots, but they're soulless. So you get the feeling of walking barefoot and natural.
But the look of wearing cowboy
look
boots?
at wearing boots for fashion sense. So look, I'm gonna count on my toes the number of times I've been saved by somebody who had whiskers or looks like whiskers. And I need more toes. Here, give me your foot.
Nathan, give me your foot.
I need
Give me
more
your foot,
toes.
Nathan.
Look, I got 10, but it's happened at least 15 times.
You just use one hand of one
here,
of your hands.
Come on, I'm counting the way I count. You use an abacus, I use a foot.
Okay.
Give me your foot.
All right, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Ow,
15.
you don't have to pinch so hard when you pinch.
You know,
each
you've got a
toe.
lot of personal boundaries that you need to work on. This
Well,
is the
normally
same
when I
problem with
count-
my
even
models.
when I count on my fingers, I just tap the tip. I don't squeeze each one with my nails.
Look, you don't have a future. You don't have a future in fashion, but you do have a future in being an American pussy. Congratulations,
Nathan, you have a lot of hang-ups, I've noticed. You're not showing your penis to your woman?
No, I do.
Loosen up, dude.
It depends.
What's going on with you?
It happens differently every time you have sex, but it's not like I show it in terms of like, look, and then it begins. It's like we're already.
You have to
doing-
show it, and then you have to lock eyes and get like a.
What, you're bored?
I'm
by,
bored.
Sometimes you
Well,
just
why?
build a nice nest.
Okay,
That's
how
the
do you
beginning
do
of the
it?
wet season.
So you like a girl?
How do you sound? Wait, at least I'm not. At least I'm not putting on Martha Stewart and fucking trying to calm myself to sleep. Like whatever. I don't know what you do. Cuddle,
that what you
cuddle
do,
myself
Nathan?
to death.
No, I never said that. But how do you do it? Okay, let's say you're with a woman and you're about to make love. How does it happen? Step by step.
All right. Well, first of all, you've got the strobe lights going, so there's some nice music playing.
What do you listen to when
I
you?
I listen exclusively Canadian music now.
Oh, okay, but before was it like Tijuana Taxi over and over?
Yeah, it would be Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Sure.
And we got strobe lights going. There's a guy named Scooter walking
What
around.
Canadian music?
What? Well, now it's Arcade Fire.
Bare naked ladies.
Just imagine that.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, it's been a really fucking hellish time.
Yeah,
Do you know
I know.
it's been.
Edwin?
Of course I do. Good friends.
you
of
heard
mine.
that?
Gordon Lightfoot,
Edwin Drood?
Tegan and Sarah.
Alive was his hit. It's like
Alive?
one hit. Ain't it good to breathe the air?
Boy,
Another spin around the sun.
you know what?
Let me put it to you this way, Nathan. There's many ways to get to the top of the tent pole. You know what I'm saying? They usually involve a photography set. They usually involve, it's look. I could
So you
be
have the
the
strobe light.
man. There could be several other men. Whatever's happening, there's usually some kind of woman action, and it turns. You turn the lights down, and it's mouths, it's chins.
Just mouths and
That's
buttholes.
what I was saying. You don't show your penis.
Sure, you do. You show it. Everybody gives each other names. This is just standard. This is just being a sexual creature.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm not into that.
I think you show your penis, you lock eyes with your partner, and you have a tacit agreement that you both have seen the penis, and then you can commence.
Oh, yeah. And believe me, that's the first introduction most people get to me. So that anything else that happens, I'm off the hook. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Hi, nice to meet you and your sister. Here's my penis.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a pleasure doing business with you here at the McDonald's. Oh, by the way, of course, my penis.
Well,
And you know what? Another thing too is that if you have a problem getting off on that basic level stuff, Nathan, you're not going to be level for the higher levels of the Charney Sutra, which involves sexual acts done through a Toontown portal. Like if you slap a black hole up on the wall, and then you're reaching, it's like a glory hole. It's like a cartoon. It's the biggest. Have you ever fucked a cartoon through a fucking hole in the wall that you slapped onto the wall? That's fucking sex. And it's fucking sexy.
I don't. So it's a fantasy. I mean, it's.
I can only go into Toontown under disguise, man. I've done some shit down there.
Hey, Brad, you ever been to Toontown?
I haven't, but this is weird for me to admit, and I can't be the only one. But I'm kind of attracted to Daisy Duck.
Yeah, okay. We know.
Got
Look, Nathan,
got
you're-
that bow tie on her head. You know? Got the bow up here.
I don't think it's a bow tie. I think it's a bow that has been tied on her head. I don't think she's getting a male bow tie and putting it on her head.
It's not.
I don't believe so. Well, Nathan, you're real uptight. But I think you're going to loosen up on this trip to Niagara Falls. I really do think you're going to loosen up.
I'm not. I can't confirm I'll be doing that, but I will look into my schedule and see how.
I don't think you can resist. I got the keys.
The keys to what?
To the truck, man.
So what?
I mean,
no, here's the keys.
It's not a reveal, like,
right?
Yeah, we all assumed you had the keys in the truck. It's time to go pump some gas.
Look, Nathan, just promise me you'll drop by Jazz's place in New York on the way. Please.
If I'm there and in the area, I might go by, but I can't promise. And I'm not uptight. I am, like, I can be very relaxed and easygoing. But I just wanted to. I don't want like being paired in terms of making it seem like we have the same viewpoints.
No, I get it, but you guys have some really great stuff going on.
And I've been very generous in allowing you and everyone who's ever worked with me to hold whatever crazy beliefs they want. As long I think the business comes first. If we're going into business and that's what's coming first. I can tolerate whatever, weird thing you're into. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to business, bottom line, it's sex, it's money, and it's way too much sex.
Yeah, you get it, Nathan. So we got Dov Charney and
truck fuck across the country to Niagara, baby.
Ooh, a truck
That's
fuck.
Right. That's right.
They high-fived again, which I think
passively
is an
accepted
agreement.
a high five. That's all I need. That's the consent that I need.
Just put up my hand close to my face, and he moved in and hit it.
So we have Dov Charney and Nathan Fielder on Nathan for You on Tuesdays.
Well, he's not on the show.
No, I think thanks. That's a generous offer. And you have
Nathan Fielder of Canadian Apparel. And Dov Charney, and they're going to be out there.
I'm not.
Going to be out there at Niagara Falls.
Look for us. Look, he'll be a different person. He'll be covered in visors. He'll and glow stick. He'll be covered in visors and glow sticks, just getting pussy from every angle.
That sounds fun.
That's the Nathan you're going to see in 6 weeks.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is going to be good for you. I think you're going to loosen up.
How is it going to be good for me?
When you come back on the show for season 3, you're going to be a brand new person. That'll be exciting.
Maybe it is good for me. I don't know. Maybe it would be good.
Right? Yeah,
it's so crazy. I feel like maybe it would be fun to do something like that. It's just so weird. It might take me out of my head.
All right. Getting a blowjob at the same time that you're giving 2 hand jobs. That's the kind of fucking thing I'm talking about.
I don't know about. I mean. A part of me is like, that's disgusting. I wouldn't do that. But a part of me,
like gender neutral, however you want to cast it.
A little part of me is like, maybe if I did do something like that, I mean, it might propel me to a new
stratosphere,
a plane of consciousness, or I don't know.
You got to try something once. For the longest time, I would stay away from potato chips if they were lying in the grass near my pond, and then I tried one, and they're great.
It's wise words.
Nathan, do you remember Transformers movie 1986?
So the original one? The cartoon one?
Exactly.
Look, you're the best in town?
Look, yes. Optimus Prime died. Really? Why? Because he was a fucking truck. He couldn't do anything. He died. Bam, gone. Optimus Prime's gone. Guess what happened to Megatron? Megatron died, came back, built, better, different. It's a Galvatron or whatever the fuck it was. And it was a process of emerging through a cocoon and becoming a better creature. You have that option. America's going to do that to you. They're either going to kill you or they're going to make you metamorphosize into something better.
You have 2 great metaphors here. You got the potato chip one and the Transformers one. Which one are you going to take?
I mean,
look, and if you're going to become any kind of butterfly that's better than whatever caterpillar you are now, those wings need to, they need to smell like tuna. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I do agree that having new experiences can be helpful, even if you think you don't want them. I don't know if going across the border with a sex offender, or
I'm a sex offender. I've never been registered on anything. I never said nothing has ever been convicted in any court. Any court of law. It's just an unending stream of specious accusations. That's what it is.
Calm down. You guys are friends. Don't treat your friend like this.
Look, I blow.
And Nathan, why do you got to treat your friend like this? Like, why do you got to say words like sex offender? This guy's a good friend of yours.
I said I only know the outside of the story. I don't know the details.
By the way, I tend to lose my cool and flip out at things that I'm obviously not guilty of.
Oh, okay. Good. So, good to know.
That's I get, unlike other people, I'm defensive when things are obviously the way I describe it.
Well, this is good. I mean, this is good. This is going to be good for you, Nathan, because I think, you know what, I would say go see Nathan and Dov at Niagara Falls. When are you going to be there? You going to be there this Tuesday?
I don't know if I was just saying a part of it. I don't know. I don't know about associating
Yeah.
with him, but maybe some of the sex stuff.
Look, I can
could
play a
push
role.
myself
I'm
a little
very, very well good at role playing.
Brad, I would suggest you get in on
Well,
this
good.
too. You ever taken a cross country trip?
I've flown a great distance. I don't know how far
Okay, very
across
good.
the country I've made it.
Is there any way that we could have you in a trailer comically being towed by one of the other trucks, and it's like a camping trailer that falls apart as you drive up and down hills, and you lose control of it?
I would love to do that.
Well, that sounds good. All
Classic
right.
Donald Duck cartoon.
All right, very good. I think we're just about out of time on the show, but we only have one last thing to do here, and that's a little something we call plugs. Was that it? That was Waka Waka Plugs by Moses Poops. Oh, come on. It's not that kind of a show. Moses Poops. Come on. Clean it up, guys. Clean it up.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that, man.
Disgusting.
Nobody wants to think about white, greenish, liquidy
No.
poop.
All right, Brad, what do you have to plug? Anything going on in your life?
I'm going to continue to try and survive
Okay, good.
out of doors. And then I guess if I had to recommend a comedy show for people to watch, for real men.
For real men, yeah.
I'm
What?
talking about nerd comedy.